mentioned about payment revolutions. Please share your revolution experiences and how you can work and help with the many stakeholders in Vietnam. Yeah, please.
Thank you so much. Well, we had a very interesting, impressive panel just now. I learned a lot from Deputy Prime Minister and ministers for your great vision for the future. Well, when I started my business in China 18 years ago, we don't have any resources. We don't have a relationship with the banks. We don't have a relationship with the government. So it's difficult for us to compete with others. But we believe one thing. We cannot compete today. We have to compete 10 years later. So if we start to prepare now, 10 years later, we might have a chance to win. This is how we did for Alibaba, Alipay, and any business we do, we only compete. Because we do this, we want 10 years later we win. And you call this a vision, we call this a dream, we call this we believe. So we discussed just now about the fintech. We should have to ask one question. What the business should look like in 20 years in the world? Today, there are a lot of problems of the global economy. The global economy does not supporting young people. The global economy does not supporting small business. So, last century, the economy is industrial revolutionizing. So in the industrial period, it's the 2080 philosophy. Only 20% of the big companies, big countries can win. 80% of small business, young people, they don't have a chance. But in this century, if we continue to do 2080, it's going to be a big problem. So we have to do 80-20. We have to support 80% of the small business. We have to support 80% of the developing countries. So you have to be inclusive. You have to be sustainable. You have to be making your economy green. So these are the key facts that I believe. So let's talk about this. If you want to make your business, your country's business, more sustainable, more inclusive, you have to making sure every small business has opportunity. You have to making sure that every young people have opportunities. Today, the financial system of the world in the past centuries, I think is outdated. The big countries, the developing countries, they design the IT-based infrastructure of the financing. They make 20% companies happy and take 80% of the profit. We think what we can do to improve that 80% of the people can get the money and get only 20% of the profit. This is what we call inclusive financing. So for the mobile payment, for any new payment, any new internet technology for improving financing, we have to focus on one thing: how we can help 80%, not 20%. Last century, we only focused on 20%. This century, we must focus on 80%. This is the purpose of mobile payment. This is why we should do anything to making sure the mobile payment is inclusive. So based on that, I arrived in Vietnam, Hanoi 2 days ago. I went on the street in the evening. Oh, so many young people. I heard this country average age is 27 years old. And too much cash. Everywhere you go, the friend in Samsung said the wallet. I don't even see the Vietnam people using wallet because the wallet cannot put too much cash inside. I saw so many people on the street with a bunch of cash collecting money for stealing the motorcycles. This is no good. But you see, we have a 54% of the population in this country using mobile phones, but they still have a mobile phone and cash. This is no good. And we should improve it. The mobile payment, I think I totally agree with the Deputy Prime Minister, that should solve the problem of inclusive, solve the problem of efficiency, solve the problem of the society should be transparent, no corruption. So I think Vietnam must, and you have no choice. Whether you like it or don't like it, the mobile payment, the cashless society is coming. You have to do it. Because I see so many young people so happy in the street in the evening. Maybe it's a weekend, but I saw so many young people on the streets last 2 nights. Can they be on the streets every night? No. Every year? No. They should be online, do business every night. And this is what a country should go. When you have so many young people, we should create opportunity for young people to be able to do business. Easier, simpler, efficient. We should give anything we have to enable young people to compete for the future. This is what we believe. And this is what we did in China. Today, over 600 million people in China using mobile payment. Listen to me. 14 years ago, when I had this idea called Alipay, everybody said, Jack, no, impossible. China, we don't have credit cards. Chinese people love cash. You know, we love to see the video said, I worry about the quality of the products. I want to see the product quality. Then I will pay. All the problems Vietnam today have, we all have it. All the things government worry, we all have it. So, the only thing that we did was, let's go make this happen. I told my team, if we do Alipay, if we fail, if somebody has gone to jail because of doing that, I will be the first one. And I'm ready to do that. And I told my team, if I go jail, you will be the second, and you will be the first. Everybody should continue to do, because the government did not know what happened.
Yes.
But we know that people need it. Small business need it. Consumers need it. So it's not about ecosystem. There's no ecosystem for 13 years ago. The only thing is that you want to solve problems. If you want to solve problems for young people, small business, there is a way. If you don't want to solve problems, there are enough reasons, excuses for not doing it. If you want to do it, you can do it. If you don't want to do it, you have a 1 million reason for not doing it. This is what I think. Vietnam today has the huge opportunity. I'm very excited sitting there, listening to the panel. And I think when you really start to do it, Vietnam will change so rapidly. Young people will not.
Great, great. This morning, you told me you miss Ho Chi Minh City, but another visionary person named Steve Jobs, he visited Ho Chi Minh City, and therefore I would like to ask you to visit Ho Chi Minh City also.
Yeah.
But that is another visionary man who think that is not only for calling, but for so many things, to replace camera, so many things. And now you envision that for doing business.